Okay. Dear friends, let us discuss with ionization enthalpy. Ionization enthalpy in case of what? D black elements. So, that is what IE. So, what is meant by ionization enthalpy? It is the amount of energy required to remove an electron from the outermost shell of isolated gaseous atom. Means, example in case of what? Scandium. So, scandium it is having an what? Atomic number 29, 21. So, their configuration is what? 4s2 3d1, is it? So, the 4s which is comes under the 4th shell, 3d comes under 3rd shell. So, the outermost shell it is having an 2 electron in the s orbital. So, how much amount of energy which is required? So, let us see, nucleus is there, 1s comes under 4th shell, 2s2p comes under 2nd shell, okay. 3rd shell there, 3s, 3s2, 3p6, okay. Then, so 4s2, okay, 3d1. See, the last shell, that is what 4th shell. 4th shell having 2 electrons are there. So, how much energy which is required for removal of 1 electron from the outermost shell of isolated gaseous atom? Means the Sc should be in the gaseous state. So, from that how to remove 1 electron. So, finally, we can get it on Sc plus 1. Okay. So, to remove 1 electron from the outermost shell of isolated gaseous atom, then how much amount of energy which is required, that we may call it as what? Ionization enthalpy. So, in that, so IE1, we can write IE1, IE2 and IE3. What is meant by IE1, IE2 and IE3? IE1 is nothing but the amount of energy which is required to remove the lost electron from the outermost shell of isolated gaseous atom. Then it is called IE1. So, the amount of energy which is required to remove the lost electron from the outermost shell for scandium, it is what? IE1 is what? 631 kilojoules per mole. Then, so what is meant by IE2? IE2 is nothing but what? The amount of energy which is required to remove the lost electron from the outermost shell of monopositive ion. Monopositive ion is nothing but what? Ac1 is there. Okay. So, from that metal ion, monopositive ion, have to remove 1 more electron. So, finally, we can get it on what? Sc2 plus. So, by losing 1 electron, right. So, this is called IE2. So, IE2 for scandium is what? 1235 kilojoule per mole. Then, what is meant by E3? Amount of energy which is required to remove 1 electron from di-positive ion. Okay. So, finally, we can get it Sc3 plus. So, to remove 1 electron, how much amount of energy which is required? That is called IE3. The IE3 value for this is 2393 kilojoule per mole. Yes. We know that ionization enthalpy is nothing but amount of energy which is required to remove the lost electron from the outermost shell of isolated gaseous atom, then it is called IE. What is IE1? The energy which is required to remove the electron from outermost shell of isolated gaseous atom, that is called IE1. Then IE2 is nothing but the amount of energy which is required to remove the electron from monopositive ion. Then what is IE3? Amount of energy which is required to remove the electron from isolated gaseous dipositive ion, that is called IE3. So, we will discuss about that what are the variation of what IE or nothing but what ionization enthalpy as you move along the period and also as you move down the group. Down the group is nothing but what? So, 3D, there is a comparison of what? IE in case of what? 3D series and 4D series of elements. So, first let us discuss about that the variation of what? Ionization enthalpy in case of what? 3D series of elements along the series. So, usually you see IE value goes on increasing. Why? We know that already we discussed in case of atomic size, as you move along the period, the electrons are added to the penultimate shell. Okay? Once the electrons which are added to the penultimate shell means what? D orbital of third shell. So, the positive charge increases, but the electrons are added to same shell. The nuclear charge or force of attraction is more. Once the nuclear charge increases, automatically atomic size decreases. Once atomic size decreases, the energy which is required to remove the electron from the outermost shell is more. Once the atomic size decreases, the nuclear charge is more. Once the nuclear charge is more, then the energy which is required to remove the electron from the outermost shell is more. Therefore, we know that as we move along the period, atomic size decreases. As the atomic size decreases, IE value goes on increasing. IE value increases. So, scandium is 631, this is what 656, like that. So, zinc it becomes what 906, the highest ionization enthalpy for Zn. Why? So, here there is a gradual increase in the ionization enthalpy, but here the ionization enthalpy for zinc is very high. Why? So, it is more stable state, means the configuration is 4:3d10. It is in the more stable state. So, to remove the amount of energy which is required to remove the electron from the most stable configuration, it required is very high. Hence, the ionization enthalpy for zinc is 906. Then, so what about the comparison of what IE2 in case of what those transition elements? IE2 it depend on the electronic configuration of monopositive ion. In some elements, after removal of one electron, they can attain the stable configuration of what either D5 or D10. By losing one electron, they can attain the configuration of what? D5 or D10. D5 is nothing but what? All the set of d orbitals are completely half-filled. When all the set of d orbitals are completely half-filled, then the element is more stable. Then the energy required to remove the electron is more. And also D10 is nothing but what? All the set of orbitals are completely filled. Once all the set of d orbitals are completely filled, then the amount of energy which is required to remove the electron is more. And also in some condition D3 is also stable. Why? So, we know that those set of d orbitals are divided into two set of orbitals. So, one is T2z set and one more is what? Ez set. So, first three orbitals we may call it as T2z set, then next two electrons which are enters to the Ez set of orbitals. Once all the three electrons are accumulated in the T2z set, low energy orbitals, then the stability is more. The amount of energy which is required to remove the electron from D3 is also very high. So, we should know or we should remember that if the element is D3 configuration or D5 configuration or D10 configuration, the stability is more. Once the stability is more, then the amount of energy which is required to remove that electron is very high. So, you see in case of what? Chromium. Okay. So, chromium configuration we know that 4s1 3d5. Amount of energy which is required to remove the first electron, that is what? IE1 is less. But the second IE means what? IE2 is very high. So, from 653 to 1592. Why it is like that? So, during the removal of first electron, that is the IE1, finally it can attain the configuration of what? 4s0 3d5. D5 configuration it is attained. IE1 is less. By losing one electron easily, it can attain the more stable configuration. That is why IE1 is less. But IE2 is very high. IE2 is very high. Why? The reason is already it is in the chromium, it is in the Cr plus 1 state. Plus 1 state is nothing but 4s0 3d5. The amount of energy which is required to remove the electron from d5 configuration is very, very high. That is not possible, but it is possible when how to supply more energy. That is what, so around 1592 kilojoule of what energy which is required. Yes. Like that you go for Mn. Okay. So IE1 is less, IE2 is little bit more. Then in case of what copper, you see, in case of copper the IE1 is less but IE2 is very high. The reason is, in case of what copper, IE1 means configuration 4s1 3d10, the amount of energy which is required to remove this electron, it becomes what, less only. Why? By losing that electron, immediately it can attain the stable configuration, that is what, 3d10 configuration. But IE2 is nothing but what? So to remove the electron from monopositive ion means Cu plus becomes what, Cu2 plus, that is very high. Why? Cu plus is nothing but D10 configuration. D10 configuration means what? All the set of d orbitals are completely filled. Once all the set of d orbitals are completely filled, then amount of energy required to remove the electron from the D10 is very difficult. Hence, the IE2 is very high. Okay. So, like that we will go for IE3. See, in case of manganese, IE1 717, IE2 1509, but IE3 is very high. Why? So Mn configuration is what? 4s2 3d5. Okay. So the IE1 for this one is, Mn becomes what? Mn plus. So finally the configuration becomes 4s1 3d5. Their IE value is what? 717. Then IE2, Mn plus becomes what? Mn2 plus. Here the amount of energy which is required is less only, but it is more than that of what? IE1. Why? So after formation of monopositive ion, the atomic size decreases. Once the atomic size decreases, the energy which is required to remove that electron is still more. Therefore, IE2 is more, but comparatively it is less. Why? So from 4s1, it is easy to lose its electron. The IE value required is less only, 4s0 3d5. IE2 is 1509. So we will go for that IE3. Mn2 plus becomes what? Mn3 plus. Usually this is not possible, but it is possible. When? How to apply? So very high ionization enthalpy, that is 3 to 60 kilojoules. Why that IE3 value is very high? Already it is in the D5 configuration, most stable configuration. The energy which is required to remove that electron from that most stable configuration, it is very difficult. Therefore, the IE3 value is very high. Like that, there is an what? Variation of what? Ionization enthalpy. So in case of what? 3D series of elements. Common tendency, let us discuss once again. So usually as we move along the period, ionization enthalpy increases. Why the ionization enthalpy increases? Because the electrons are added to the same penultimate shell. The positive charge in the nucleus increases, but the electrons are added to the same shell. Nuclear charge increases, atomic size decreases. Once the atomic size decreases, then energy required to remove the electron from that outermost shell is very difficult. Hence, the ionization enthalpy as we move along the period increases. In case of zinc, very high. Why? It is in the most stable configuration. Then, so for few elements, first IE is less, but second IE is more. In case of what? Chromium family, okay, and also in case of what? Copper family, the first IE is less, second IE is very high. Why? So the amount of energy required to remove the electron from the chromium, okay, so it is 653 only. So why? Because it can lose only one electron from that 4s orbital. Finally, it can attain the most stable configuration. Okay. The second IE value is very high. Why? So already it is in the stable configuration, that is what 3d5 configuration. Amount of energy which is required to remove that electron to attain 3d4 configuration, it is very difficult, hence the second IE2 is very high. Like that, in case of what copper, first IE1 is less. Why? The amount of energy required to remove the electron from copper, I mean 4s orbital, it is less. Why? So it can attain the D10 configuration easily. Then second IE2 is very high. Why? Already it is in the stable state. From that stable state, the energy required to remove that electron is very high. So for few elements, the IE3 is very high. Example in case of what manganese. So IE3 is nothing but already it is in the +2 state. +2 state is nothing but 4s0 3d5. D5 configuration is stable. Hence, the energy required to remove that electron, remove the electron from di-positive ion, it is very less. Okay. Then, so what about that? The ionization enthalpy as we move down the group. So, compared to 3D series, 4D series ionization enthalpy should be less only. Why? As you move down the group, atomic size goes on, increases. Why? The electrons are added to new shell. Once the electrons are added to new shell, nuclear charge or force of attraction, nuclear charge decrease. Once the nuclear charge decreases, atomic size increase. Once the atomic size increases, the energy required to remove the electron is easy, means it is less only compared to the top 3D series. So then what about 5D series? 5D series of elements, for 5D series of elements, almost the ionization enthalpy is similar to the top at 4D, but little bit more. Okay? Why? We know that due to lanthanide contraction, atomic size of what? 4D series and 5D series is almost same, but due to increase in the number of positive charge in the nucleus, the force of attraction is more than little bit IE value is more than the top at 4D series of what elements. Okay? Yes. Yes. So, we will go through the oxidation state in case of what 3D series of elements. We know that these transition elements, they can exhibit an variable oxidation state, but not by the other elements, Why? So you see, in case of what is black, or the first group of elements, okay, sodium, it is having an only +1 state, potassium +1 state, then rubidium +1 state, lithium +1 state. They does not exhibit +2 or +3 or -1, -2 like that. In case of second group elements, we know that, so magnesium there, so it can exhibit +2 state, it can lose 2 electron from s orbital, then calcium can lose 2 electron to attain the stable configuration, it is also +2 state. So these are all +1 state, so second group elements are +2 state. You go for noble gases, so there is an 0 valence, means that does not having a tendency to lose or gain the electron. As if you go for 17th group of elements like fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, so their outermost configuration is NH2NP5. To attain the stability, they can gain 1 electron, it becomes what? -1. Chlorine also NP5 configuration, lost configuration, to attain the stable configuration, it becomes -1. Then Br -1, iodine -1. So for 17th group it is always -1. Okay, major oxidation state it is -1. Then for first group it is +1. This is +2. Why? These elements only can exhibit variable oxidation state. So earlier I discussed about the properties of what D block elements. I mean, all D block elements, they can exhibit variable oxidation state, very high melting point, so highly reactive. All these things we discussed because, so there is an, in case of our 3D series, 4s and 3d orbitals are there right now. If 4s2 and 3d n number of what electrons are there, after losing the electron from 4s, immediately it can lose the electron from 3d orbital. By 3d orbital, it can extended up to fourth shell. We know that nucleus is there, first shell, second shell, third shell, fourth shell. 3d orbital should be accumulated in an third shell, but it can extended up to fourth orbital. So once it can extended up to fourth level, the energy difference between the 4s and 3d is very, very less. After losing electron from 4s, immediately it can lose the electron from 3d also. Hence, they can exhibit a variable oxidation state. So only one point why they can exhibit on what variable oxidation state, because due to the extension of what 3d orbitals to the peripheral state, the energy difference between 4s and 3d is very, very less. So after losing the electron from 4s, immediately it can lose the electron from 3d also. Hence, they can exhibit an different oxidation state. So we will go through what are the different oxidation state in case of those 3d series of elements. So the lower oxidation state for those elements, lower oxidation state, the minimum oxidation state for those elements, that depend upon the number of electrons in 4s and the number of electrons in 3d. It is the sum of number of electrons in 4s and the number of electrons in 3d orbital. So you see, the lower oxidation state, it depend upon the number of electrons in 4s orbital. Number of electrons in 4s orbital. So in case of scandium, the number of electrons in 4s orbital is 2, hence it should be plus 2. Titanium, there are 2 electrons are there, plus 2. Vanadium, plus 2. Chromium, plus 1, because the number of electrons in 4s is 1. Manganese, plus 2. Iron, plus 2. Cobalt, plus 2. Nickel, plus 2. Copper, plus 1. Then zinc, it is plus 2. Why? There is a presence of 2 electrons in the 4s orbital. Then what about the higher oxidation state? Higher oxidation state, it depend upon the number of electrons in, it is the sum of number of electron in 4s and all the electrons in 3d. For scandium to manganese, the higher oxidation state, it depend upon the sum of electrons in 4s and all the electrons in 3d. So we will see the number of electron in 4s is 2, d having 1, so we can write higher oxidation state up to plus 3. Then in case of titanium, 2 plus 2, it is 4 up to 4, means we can write plus 2 plus 3 and plus 4. Then vanadium, 2 plus 3, 5, we can write plus 3 plus 4 up to 5, plus 5. Then in case of chromium, 1 plus 5 up to 6, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, plus 6. Then in case of manganese, you can write up to 7, so that is up to plus 7 means plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, plus 6, plus 7. We know that manganese, we may write it as MnO, we may also write it as Mn2O3, we may also write it as MnO2, we may also write it as MnO4 minus, or we may write it Mn2O7. You see here, MnO, oxygen is minus 2, Mn should be plus 2. Plus 2 compounds are available. Plus 3 compounds are also available. Then in case of MnO2, minus 2 into 2, minus 4, Mn is plus 4. In case of MnO4 minus or Mn2O7, minus 2 into 4, minus 8 becomes minus 1 when Mn should be plus 7. In case of KMnO4, potassium permanganate. So from plus 2 to plus 7 compounds are available in case of manganese. So from scandium to manganese, the higher oxidation state, it depends upon the sum of electrons in 4s and 3d. So scandium it is up to plus 3, titanium up to plus 4, vanadium up to plus 5, then chromium up to plus 6, manganese it is up to 7. Then, so from iron onwards, the higher oxidation state it depends upon the sum of sum of electrons in 4s and unpaired electrons in 3d. Not all the electrons, unpaired electrons in 3d orbitals. You see, in case of iron, 4s there, 3d 6 there. So we should count only unpaired electron, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 plus 2. Number of electron in 4s plus unpaired electrons in 3d. So 4 plus 2 is 6. We may write it up to plus 6, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, up to plus 6. So we know that in case of ferrate, that is what? FeO4 2 minus. Minus 2 into 4, minus 8. Minus 8 become 2 minus 1. Fe should be plus 6. But it is unstable compound. It is unstable compound, even though we can write it up to plus 6. This unstable compound can decompose us into Fe2O3 plus O2. So why? So plus 3 compounds are more stable. In case of Fe2O3, so Fe it is in the form of what? Plus 3 state. Then, so we will go for cobalt, plus 5 only. Why? The sum of electrons in 4s and unpaired electrons in 3d. Unpaired electrons in 3d is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. We can write plus 3, plus 4, plus 5. Then, in case of what? Nickel, 2 electrons in 4s, 2 unpaired electrons in 3d. So then 2 plus 2 it is 4, up to 4 we may write. Then in case of copper, number of unpaired electrons, number of electrons in 4s is 1. There is no unpaired electrons in 3d, but even though we may write it plus 2 oxidation state in case of what? Aqueous media. Then in case of zinc, number of electrons in 4s is 2. There is no unpaired electrons in 3d. Therefore, 2 plus 0 it is 2 only. It can exhibit only plus 2 state. We know that 12th group elements, nothing but zinc family, it is not comes under the transition group. Why? That does not exhibit an variable oxidation state. So all other elements can exhibit an variable oxidation state, but not by Zn. Hence those elements are called pseudo transition elements. Those elements are called pseudo transition elements. You see, the lower oxidation state, it depends upon the number of electrons in 4s. Then higher oxidation state, from scandium to manganese, it depends upon sum of electrons in 4s and all the electrons in 3d. Then, so from iron onwards, the higher oxidation state, it depends upon the number of electrons in 4s and unpaired electrons in 3d. But even though there is an exceptional condition, this is the general oxidation number. So some exceptional means what? In case of what? Scandium, we can't write plus 2 state. In case of what? Iron, we can't write plus 5 state. In case of cobalt, we can't write plus 5 state. Yes. Why? Why we should not write plus 2? Generally we can write, on the basis of that rule, we can write it plus 2 and plus 3. But plus 3 compounds are more stable than that of plus 2. Why plus 2 is unstable? Plus 2 can take place when it can lose 2 electrons from 4s, but it's having only 1 electron in 3d. In case of what? Sc2 plus, if it is Sc2 plus, it can lose 2 electrons from 4s, 4s 0, then 3d 1. If d is 1, then it is very highly unstable. By losing that 1 electron, immediately it can attain the most stable configuration of argon 18. Okay? Their IE value is very, very less. Once the IE value is very, very less, automatically it can lose that electron to attain the most stable configuration. So therefore, plus 3 is more stable than the top plus 2. We can't write plus 2 state. Then, so why in case of what? Iron, we can't write plus 5. We can write it up to plus 6, but not plus 5. So plus 5 state can exist. So 2 from S, 3 from D. So here the amount of energy which is required to remove that electron, it becomes what? Very high. That IE value is very high. Hence, it does not exhibit on what? +5 state. +6 state is somewhat more stable than that of what? +5 state. So, let us discuss about that the oxidation state as you move down the group. Along the period we discussed in case of what 3D series, as you move down the group, I mean scandium there, titanium, vanadium there, chromium there, no. In case of 4D series, there is a presence of what? Molybdenum there. Okay. So, in case of chromium, Cr2O3 we can write, Cr2O7 2 minus we can write. In case of Cr2O3, the oxidation state for chromium is +3. -2 into 3 -6, this is +6 for 2 chromium, for each chromium it is +1. In case of Cr2O7, -2 into 7 -14, -14 become 2 minus 1, it should be +12. For each chromium it should be +6. We know that. So, the chromium oxidation state up to +6. So, that in case of what? Molybdenum. Okay. So, as we move down the group, molybdenum oxides we can write MO2O3. MO2O3. In case of MO2O3, the oxidation state of what? MO, it is +3. Here also the oxidation state of what? Cr is +3, but the stability of what? MO2O3 means the MO molybdenum is in the +3 state is more stable than the top what? Chromium, it is in the +3 state. As we move down the group, those metal oxides below means the 4D series of elements or 5D series of elements, they are in the oxide forms, they are more stable than the top what? 3D series of elements that is in the oxide forms.